not just going to USA, it's not just applying to USA and reaching there. What happens after that? From all over the world are getting into USA, and all of them want a high paying job. Average student, it is a university where people apply from all over the world, and maybe you might not have a chance, but they are selling packages of 20,000 rupees to write your SOP using AI. If you are going to copy all your assignments, if you're not going to put in the effort after coming here, I do not think you should be spending that kind of money into your US education system. Things that are just coming directly from my head, whatever my experiences are. Hi everyone, and welcome to Future Ready India. I'm so happy to be finally saying these words because this has been something that we have been planning to do for a really long time. We started Future Ready Nepal 2 years ago, and you can check that channel out. We have a lot of videos there, but then it was in Nepali language. We got so many requests to start making videos in English, and so that we reach a wider audience, and we thought that maybe this is the time that we start making videos in English and reaching wider audience. If you don't already know me, let me introduce myself. My name is Suruchi. I am a computer science student, a graduate computer science student in USA. I came to USA 1 year ago, and I started my process 3 years ago. So it took me 2 years to complete my process for USA and apply and then finally reach here. This journey has been insane. I learned a lot of things. I made a lot of mistakes. And through this channel, I want to convey how you can approach this study in USA journey. Before I start this video, I just want to give you a little information of how the videos on this channel are going to be structured, how I plan to convey my experiences and all of this on this channel. And I just want to give you a little bit of information of where you can find us, contact us, and all of that. So first of all, if you are someone who is going to go to USA in near future or is planning to study in USA, then this channel can be a good resource for you. I'll be sharing everything that you need to know to go to USA, how you should apply, how you should do your visa, and every single thing in detail on this channel. So if you want to self-apply, apply and do everything on your own, you can definitely find all the information on this channel. Apart from that, if you have any doubt that you would like to ask about, or if you need help in anything, then you can always reach out to us on different social media platforms, mostly Instagram, Messenger. We don't know if we are going to have a WhatsApp support yet or not, but if we do, then you can definitely find that out on our website. The link to our website will be in the description. The link to all the social media platforms will also be in the description. You can always reach out to us, and we have an amazing team behind Future Ready who is always there to help you out with any doubt that you might have. We also offer services that you can check out on our website. We have a very amazing team who can help you out with every step of your process to studying in USA. Also, we are completely dedicated to helping out students who are going to USA because that is where our expertise lies. So please do not reach out to us with inquiry about any other country as of now. So that was all about our launch of this channel. And I wanted to start off this channel with a series where I share all my experiences of going to USA, how I did most of the things, how I applied, how I approached writing, LORs, transcripts, and how I prepared for different tests. Because it's easy to look at others' journey, and in a 1 hour long podcast, you cannot really figure out how that person did a lot of things. And here I am to make a video series altogether, sharing all my experiences. Also, so that you know, this is a completely unscripted video. So I'm only going to be talking about things that are just coming directly from my head, whatever my experiences are. Having said that, I also wanted to know that we will be making dedicated videos on each and everything that is required to do when you go to USA. For example, how to shortlist universities, how to fill your DS-160 form, how to prepare for your interview for USA, how you should exactly prepare for your English proficiency test, and all of that. These are going to be highly researched and structured videos that me and my teammates are going to be making for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed that kind of videos too. But then let's start with this podcast style video series where I share all of my experiences and how I went about this journey. Because not a lot of people share that, and it's just a very important thing to share, because it's not just going to USA, it's not just applying to USA and reaching there. What happens after that? How do you fund yourself? How do you like find RATAGs? How do you go about this journey? How do you manage your academics? Because it's not easy. The academics back in South Asian countries and here is quite different, and you have to adapt to that thing. And how do you just plan out your career is what I want to talk in this video series. So I hope you enjoy that. I hope you enjoy this raw kind of conversation from directly from me to you. And just grab some snack or something. And here we go with the first video podcast for this channel where I share my experiences. This video is going to be about mindset that you should have before you start applying or before you even think about going to USA. And I'm going to go in detail about how you can develop that mindset. What are the things, what are the actionable things that you need to do? So I hope you enjoy that. If you are a student going to USA, do please subscribe to our channel, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in many more videos to come. So the first things that you should know about is mindset. Now, as I told you, it took me 2 years to apply, from starting to apply to reach USA, because a lot of things happen, when you start applying to USA. It's not just you apply to the university, you get your acceptance and you go. It does not work like that. You have to figure out visa, you have to figure out funding, you have to figure out scholarships, you have to figure out a lot of things that go in between. And also, just so that you know, I want to clear this thing that going to USA is not a step-by-step process. It's not that step 1, you do this, step 2, you do this, step 3, you do this. No, it does not work like that. What you have to do is go like in parallel way, like parallel processing, if you know. But yeah, you have to start your TOEFL preparation, GRE preparation. You have to start shortlisting universities. You have to start emailing professors for possible RATA opportunities and all of that in parallel. And you have to start doing this 1.5 to 2 years before you actually want to go to USA. Now, there are usually 2 terms in USA. That is a fall term and a spring term, right? There is a summer term too, but not a lot of people go in summer. So let's take these 2 main as your example. You will either be going in spring or fall, right? Fall starts in August and the spring semester starts in January. Now, if you want to go for fall 2025, which is next year, August, you have to start now. That is how this process just works. This is just how the US education system works. Even the students in USA have to start 1 year prior and do their processing, because they don't have the visa restrictions. It is a little more flexible for them. But then as international students, you should know this fact that you have to start as soon as possible. So if you are someone who wants to go for your master's and is still in their undergrad, you should start your process when you're in 3rd year. And don't think that this is too early to start. It is never too early to start. If you give your GRE, it will be valid for the next 5 years. That's a long time, right? So when you have the time, study the GRE and give the test, try to score nice and get that thing off your head, right? That is how you should be approaching this journey. If you are a student who wants to go for your undergrad degree in USA, you have to start when you're in 11th grade. You have to start preparing for SAT. You have to start preparing for your English proficiency test and do all of these things as soon as possible, because these are tests that are valid for a certain period of time. So you have that time frame. So get it done as soon as possible whenever it is feasible. That is for one thing that you should know. You start early. You start doing everything parallelly. Now, as students, sometimes we tend to overestimate or underestimate ourselves. That is where you should have good people who can suggest you universities according to your level. You might be an average student and you might not get into Harvard. There is absolutely no point in spending that application fee and applying to Harvard if you are an average student, it is a university where people apply from all over the world, and maybe you might not have a chance. And if you know that from the inside, maybe you should not apply to that university. But if you think you are a very good student and you have a chance, you should not miss that opportunity too. This is a confidence that a lot of people just don't have. And you should either be connected with people who can guide you on this thing, or try to take help from somewhere, or just go with the gut that you have from inside. So that is one thing that you should be really considerate about when you are choosing the universities, when you're choosing where you want to go in USA. Also, one thing that you should be very, very concerned about is funding. Now, studying in USA is definitely an investment and is not cheap. Dollar to your country ratio, local currency ratio is high, right? So you definitely need to think about funding. What you need to do over here is sit down with your parents or whoever your close people are who might help you in funding your education, and talk to them about this issue. Are you going to take their help? Are you going to take a loan? If you are taking a loan, how long do you want the loan to be? Do you think you will be able to pay back? Because obviously the recession is on its peak right now, and you are not getting jobs like this, right? So you need to think about how you're going to pay off. And you should also, I mean, a lot of people just come with confidence. If you have the confidence that you'll get a job, you'll do something and you'll pay off, that is a very good confidence to have. But then overconfidence is also not good. Because if you want a job, you have to start when you're still in your home country. You should at least start practicing the skills, or like making projects, or you're improving your resume back in your own country if you want a job here, because the competition is very, very, very high. People from all over the world are getting into USA, and all of them want a high paying job, and all of them want opportunities. If you want to stand out, you need to put in the effort, you need to put in the hard work. So that is something not a lot of people talk about. These are the kind of myths that I want to be busting here on this channel, and helping you out, guiding you in the correct direction when you are going to USA. One more thing a lot of people don't talk about and they get to know about later is, first of all, there are a lot of restrictions on your visa that you come with in USA. You cannot earn extra money, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, a lot of things. That does not mean that it restricts you to do things. There are always ways to do things. If you have any kind of concern like that, you can always reach out to us, and we can help you out, we can help you figure out whether what you're doing is correct or not. So that is that. Another thing a lot of people are confused about is writing tasks. Now, using AI to write is never going to take you anywhere. Also, writing 3-4 pages of SOP or essay is not going to get you acceptance. Now, in South Asian countries, or like in other countries, we have been taught the longer answers we write, the better marks we will get. But the reality in the real world is that the lesser words you use to convey the most amount of things is what gets you the win. Now, this is a huge statement. If you are someone who is not into writing, you might not understand this. But when you are thinking, there are a lot of thoughts that go on in your mind, and there are a lot of things that you need to write. But when you start writing all the thoughts in your head, you'll figure out that your essay or SOP, whatever you're writing, is going to be more than 3,000 words, more than 2,000 words. You cannot accommodate your entire life story into 500 words. Do you agree or not? And if you agree, then you need to understand this is exactly what you need to do to stand out and get an acceptance from a US university. Now, writing is a skill. It is a skill, and not everyone is blessed with this. So I want to tell you, if you are not a kind of person who can write a lot, do not use AI, or you get help from someone. You must know someone who knows good writing. Take their help or whatever, but do not use AI to write your essays, SOPs, or anything like this. I recently came upon some website. I do not remember the name. I do not even want to tag them or anything. But they are selling packages of 20,000 rupees to write your SOP using AI. Really? That does not work in the real world. You cannot write your SOP using AI. It is a very personal thing and is very easily detectable if you wrote something using AI or not. You don't even need to get it into a software. The people who review your applications in USA in universities, they review almost 10,000 applications in every single term. And maybe one person does not review all of them, but I can definitely for sure tell you that one person reviews 500 to 1,000 essays every single term. And reading that much essay, you definitely know who wrote it on their own. You definitely know if it is written using AI or not. And they have a strategy in their mind, right? No one is going to give you an acceptance for writing your SOP using AI. It's a 800-word essay and you're using an AI to write it. It's not that difficult, right? It's your life story. Why don't you have something to write? So do not use AI for these things. Also, it's not just your SOP that you need to write, and I'm telling you not to write with AI. Once you come to USA, figuring out how you are going to be doing your assignments, figuring out how do you want to be that student who copies all the assignment, or do you want to be that student who writes everything on their own, tries to learn everything on their own? Because my friend, I'm telling you, if you are going to copy all your assignments, if you're not going to put in the effort after coming here, I do not think you should be spending that kind of money into your US education system. Just because you want to come to USA does not mean that you just come here and do not study at all. I do not think that is a very good strategy. This is a huge investment and you should be very confident and very ready for this task because it's not easy. I'm telling you, it's not easy. Once you come to USA, you will have tens of assignments to do every single week. You will have so many presentations to make. You'll have so many reports to write. You'll have so many exams to give. And using AI or not putting in that effort is not going to help you. Using AI is good, but use it in a smart way. That is what I tell everyone. So also all your assignments are graded using a online AI tool. So it's very easily detectable if you used AI or not. You can even be suspended from the university for doing so. If you do it more than 3 or 4 times, I think every university has different rules, but if you do it for a long repeatedly do the same thing, they are going to suspend you. So do not take things like these for granted. On this channel, what I want to do is not only give you the information of how to go to USA, but also help you in your career success when you go to USA. That is just my goal, that I have to help people out in any way I can. And this is my starting point. And so this video was mostly about mindset, things that no one talks about, but you have to take in consideration when you start applying to USA. It's not an easy process. It takes time. It takes more than 1.5 years to 2 years sometimes. And sometimes you need support in this. If your family is not supportive in your plan to go to USA, you might want to sit down with them and talk about this first before you start. If you have a very high paying job in US, in your own country, then you have to be very mindful. Is it really worth it? Do you really want to go to USA? The safety here is not the best thing in the world. There are a lot of things that you might just need to consider and reconsider. Just because everyone around you is going to USA does not mean you also have to go to USA for success. The job market is very competitive in USA. There are a lot of rules. You, at the end of the day, you are an international student, you are an immigrant, there are going to be rules on you. Even in your own country, if there are people coming from abroad, they have rules that they need to obey, which is not similar to the citizens of the country. The citizens of the country definitely have more power above you. They have more flexibility than you, and you cannot complain about that because you are the one who is foreigner in this country, right? So you have to think about these things. You have to think about how do you see your future. Do you see your future in USA for the rest of your life? If not, what do you want to do after this? What kind of opportunities do you want? Do you want to be doing RATs or not? Or do you just want to be in at one position and comfortable? Maybe not, right? What is your goal? What is your plan? What is your purpose of going to USA? Is something that you first need to figure out before committing to this decision. And that is what I wanted to convey using this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found this informative, valuable in some sense. I just wanted to start with this video because these are things that no one tells you before you jump right into this decision. And I wanted to make sure that you think everything out. Like, even going to USA is like a marriage. When you marry someone, you think a lot, right? If this is the right person or not, if this is the person I want to have for the rest of my life or not. Similarly, going to USA is a big decision, big investment. You have to think, is this really the thing that I want in my life for the next few years? Can I do it? Am I supposed to do it? Do I really want to do it? All of those things are things that you need to consider before you get into this journey. In this video series, as I told you, nothing is scripted. I talk my head out over here, and I really wanted to do this for a very long time because a lot of people have a lot of confusion about a lot of things. Again, I want to tell you, you can always reach out to us in different social media platforms. You can also email us. We will always be there to answer your doubts and help you out in anything that you might need. Please do check out our website, and if you have any queries, you can let us know over there. And with that said, the next video is going to be more into diving into all the process that you need to be fulfilling and diving into how you should approach your study abroad journey. And that is all for today's video. Let me know in the comment section if you found this useful. What kind of videos do you want to see coming up? And I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care.